Hi, I'm Lola. Let's talk about some books. Specifically, let's talk about my 2022 book goals. But before we do that, I am going to read from my Encyclopedia of Spirits, just so that we learn a little something. So, a random page here. Ooh, the Black Dog. The black dog is among Britain's most famous spectral hounds. It may be dangerous and malevolent, or helpful and benevolent. Benevolent. It usually serves as a guardian of treasure or a sacred place. If left alone, it usually leaves you alone, too. But if aggression is shown toward it, the black dog isn't afraid to demonstrate supernatural powers, potentially causing terrible wounds, paralysis, or death before vanishing into thin air. The manifestation is a shaggy black dog the size of a calf with glowing red eyes. You know what's funny? I know this reference from an anime that I watched. I don't remember the name, but I'll put the picture of it up here if I find it. All I remember is that I was super interested in it because one of the main characters just had like the skull of an animal. That's all I know. And it was a mage. But yeah, there's a black dog in that. So, getting into my goals for 2022. I did decide to have a book journal, which I did start. And I see so many people have these really pretty journals. Mine is not. I'm not a very crafty person. I tried getting fancy with it, but it's nothing exceptional. I did write some of my goals in here, and I had to revisit them, so I I blacked out a lot of it because it was a little ridiculous. I had like a lot of finish this entire series, and I'm like, let's go simple. So the main goal that I have this year is like your general books read in the year. I know a lot of people call that a Goodreads challenge, but I don't really use Goodreads that much anymore. So my goal is to try and read 70 books. Since last year I read, I think it was like 61, and my goal was like 55 books. So we'll go up to 70. I'm not super pressured to absolutely reach 70. Things are going to change throughout the year. This year especially is most likely going to be very hectic, so yeah. We'll see how that goes. Another goal that I have is to reread the Underland Chronicles. So these are books by Susan Collins that I read when I was like 9 maybe, and it got me interested in reading. It was the reason that I started reading. So I have been nonstop praising these books, but I haven't read them as an adult, and I kind of feel like I should. I have all of them, so yeah, I really want to read those ones again. If you don't know, basically what it is a middle grade book. I believe it's middle grade. I'm pretty sure it is. But it's basically about a young boy who falls down a laundry chute sort of thing and ends up in the underworld. And in the underworld, there are people. There are also very large night creatures, I guess, like bats and rats and other things. And when he gets there, there's a city, and there's some kind of prophecy about a boy who would come and who would help the people of the underworld. There are 5 books, and each book has a different prophecy that kind of gets unlocked. Now, what I do remember is that the boy does not want anything to do with it. Like, he's just like, I just want to bring me and my little sister home. Anyways, I want to reread those books because they had such a huge impact on me, so yeah. Another goal is that I need to continue the Lycanius trilogy. Hopefully at least read the second book this year. I mean, obviously it'd been better for me to finish it. But the main reason that I'm really pushing myself to read these is because I have a friend who will not stop telling me to read them. So, yeah. Talking about series, I would like to read the entire Witcher series, which I don't think is going to be ridiculously impossible because the books aren't super long. I read The Last Wish literally in December, and I loved it. It was so easy to get through it. It was so fast-paced, and just like I flowed through it in like 2 days. So 2 days or 1 day? Yeah, 2 days. So I think I could feasibly get through the entire Witcher series this year. Another goal is to read the Greenbone Saga because I've heard so much about it and it's finished. So I feel like I should read those. Another goal is for me to read the Murderbot Diaries. I don't know how many books are actually in it, and I know they're mostly like novellas, but I do think that a couple of them are full novels. So I'm not setting myself to necessarily finish it because I don't even think the series is finished, but I am setting myself to read at least a few more books in that series just because I really liked the first one and then I kind of just like forgot about it. I feel like I need to hold myself accountable for series, basically. And my final goal is to read 5 novels by V.E. Schwab. I'm trying to get through all of V.E. Schwab's books because I really love her as an author. What she writes is the kind of stuff that just really resonates with me. Like it's the kind of stuff that goes through my mind on a daily basis. So her books tend to be really like just the perfect thing for me. I know that I pre-ordered Gallant by V.E. Schwab, so hopefully I'll get that one on my TBR this year. But then like there's all the other ones, just all her books I want to read. There isn't a single like work that she has put out that I have not been interested in. So those were goals for like reading specifically. I do have one final kind of goal, which is more on a book lifestyle, I guess you could say, which is I don't want to buy any more than 30 like brand new books. So that means that I'm not giving myself like a book buying ban. I'm just forcing myself to really only buy new copies, like brand new copies of books that I really want. So I'm limiting myself to 30 books that I can buy that are completely brand new. But then like I can get books at my local library because they always have a book sale going on, or the used bookstore that I like to go to, or like finding stuff on I don't know, there's a website that I sometimes use. I forgot what it's called, but you can buy used books through there. So I'm just giving myself a limit of 30 books that are completely brand new because it gets really expensive. So yeah, that's another sort of goal that I have for 2022. Anyways, let me know in the comments what your goals are for 2022. Maybe you might even inspire me for next year or even this year. I can add new goals. Nothing's gonna stop me. So yeah, that's really it for that. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.